The realest, best podcast in the game.
Spelled it out. Yeah, recently I just seen somebody is also named CK, but his is the letter C and then KAY. And I was like, I knew eventually I was gonna run into this. But he's already famous.
That's not that bad.
So
I have someone who has the exact same rap name as me.
No, that sucks.
And he spells out Saint too. Like we have the exact same name. So he just has the same name as like.
Is he famous already?
Your name. No, he's not famous. But
so yeah, you're still all right.
He's
me on the other hand, he's on a DeVito song, so I gotta catch up. Whose hair is this?
If you just pulled it out of your hair, why wouldn't it be your hair?
Because my hair doesn't come out like this, and this is brown. My hair is black.
You telling on yourself?
Yeah, because I don't think you understand how wild that just sounds for you. Why is someone else's hair in your hair?
Mm-hmm. He was laid up.
I was not. And even if I was, her hair is not this long, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, it's only one specific person you would be laid up with?
No, it just has been one specific person that I have been laid up with.
So you haven't been laid up, so you lied.
No. I haven't recently. That's the thing. I haven't. I'm just saying if it was her,
let's dive into when did you become a liar?
When I was 3. But that's neither here nor there. No, I wasn't laid up recently is what I'm saying. So like the amount of time ago
I didn't say when
it should
you
still
laid
be
up.
in my
I said
hair.
who was you laid up with? And then you said nobody, but then backtracked and said you have been laid up with somebody.
What did you say?
She didn't say anything.
She didn't say a word.
You just said that she said something.
No.
He said something. And then
no, not just then, but before then. You said Auntie said something.
No,
I didn't,
I think
brother.
You might have misheard. Maybe we were all talking at the same time.
I said.
Then who asked me? Oh, you been laid up?
I said me.
Him. Yeah, she did say that. That is true.
So in my head, somehow,
he didn't
some
reference
way,
that at all.
No, I did not.
Somehow in my head,
don't try and get
that.
out of it. No, just
I'm
kidding.
not trying to get out of anything.
I'm joking.
I stand on everything.
Clearly not.
I was in a. Anyway.
Oh man.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the YSO Podcast, a podcast for the youth by the youth, being a voice of the youth by giving a voice to the youth. You guys know me, my government name, Emmanuel. How do they know me? Saint Even. But you can just call me God's favorite.
I was gonna be the prince of the sayings today. Saiyans, I'm sorry. But Vegeta is a hater, so I'm gonna be Goku.
I feel like you've been Goku like 8 times.
So?
Has he? I don't remember.
He's been Goku a lot.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
You've been
Goku
where
at
are the
least
receipts?
twice.
Where are the receipts?
You want me to go back through every episode?
I don't remember him being Goku. I'm not saying he hasn't. I just don't remember it.
Yeah,
I don't remember
because
He's
I remember
Dragon Ball Z character.
Because I remember you saying one week, "Oh, I was Goku last week. I'm Vegeta this week." I remember you saying that
Vividly?
Yes.
Oh.
What's going on, man? It's your boy. You already know who it is, man. We out here.
As you all see, Ashton is not here this episode.
Hey guys, this is Ashton.
She, had to handle some business, hold down the fort.
You know what I'm saying? Big girl stuff. You feel me?
Job, real career woman, all of that bluegrass music. So we holding it down without her. Shout out Ashton. You already know how it goes.
What's your least favorite this week?
The temps at my job.
I don't know why I would care about that, and I don't.
The temps?
Yeah.
You was once a temp.
Yeah, was. And even when I was a temp,
it was
quick. Why?
Even when I was a temp, I wasn't. I was a permanent employee by everything but paperwork. So
that means you weren't a
separates
permanent
them
employee,
from that?
Huh?
What separates them from having that same ideology?
They weren't told that they were gonna get the job.
How you know that?
Because Dave talks to me and told us to pick the ones that we wanted to have the job.
Okay, y'all got some say. Y'all don't got final say. He don't even got final say.
Yes, he does.
He could pick the people. If they say we're not gonna put them on the payroll, he gonna have to pick new people.
But that doesn't happen.
Yeah, but
because he does the hiring process.
But he could.
It can't because he does the hiring process.
What I'm saying is, in all business, the people who cut the checks have final say. I'm not coming at his position.
I
I'm
understand
just saying
that.
it don't
but
matter at the end of the day.
They can't stop him from hiring people for his.
Yeah, but
because he's an assistant director.
That's my point. They could just not pay
He's
him.
an AD.
Then they didn't
Not
get
an
hired.
athletic director though, an assistant.
Yeah.
Who's
and,
the director?
Nathan. Don't like that man.
Nathaniels.
Should you say you don't like your boss's boss on record?
I don't care. Because I tell Nathan I don't like. Nathan knows that Dave don't like him. So
Yeah, but Dave has a little bit more carte blanche than you.
you're right. But I don't even know why he would assume I would.
It's not about
Chris,
assuming. It's about the statement.
I rock with Ed. Shout out Ed. Ed work. I see Ed walking all over campus. Me and Demetri be having bets on where we're going to see Ed that day.
Working?
Yes.
That don't mean he could just be walking?
He could just be walking, but he's actually working. Because when we see him going from place to place, when we get to certain places, we know that he's working. And he leaves and goes to do some other work.
Interesting.
So what do you do? But before you get into that, what was your least favorite?
God's favorite's least favorite for this week is Instagram. I just genuinely hate that app now.
I had a thought of deactivating mine a couple days ago.
It's really funny how Instagram and Netflix, they must have the same business model. It's like get on by having your own identity and something you do well, cornering the market in that, garner millions of people's love and adoration and support, make and break millions of careers, and then just start doing a bunch of dumb stuff that makes you not even yourself anymore.
like mess up algorithms.
And make everyone who uses you hate you.
Yeah, Netflix might be gone at the end of
Netflix
this
just
year.
lost 1 million subscribers this the second quarter of this year, which is the biggest
It's
loss
their own fault
that they've ever had. Yeah, it's their fault for sure.
If it wasn't for Stranger Things, I wouldn't be on Netflix. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Well, they got some other good like Money
I was
Heist.
Umbrella Academy, but I fell asleep.
I have a jailbroken Fire Stick, so all that stuff on Netflix I can just watch without Netflix. But I pay for it, so I figured
you
I'm
pay for Netflix.
Yes, I pay for the Netflix.
Mom don't.
No,
He just said
When you started paying it.
a couple months ago.
Oh, cool. Shout out to you. Thank you, sir. I didn't know that.
yeah.
Watch the Umbrella Academy on your dime.
Instagram's really bad. I hate going on it every
terrible.
day because it really isn't Instagram anymore. And if anyone who's watching this in real time, not real time of me saying it, real time of like when we upload it, not like months or weeks later. A good friend of mine, she updated her phone today. Updated her Instagram today.
Right.
And she sent me a screen recording of it. It looks like TikTok, 100%. The way the slides work is TikTok.
I don't even want to deal with that.
It literally just like, you know how basically how the reels function? The whole timeline looks like that now.
I don't want that.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's really bad. I also realized something about Instagram and just like how much they're losing their identity and wanting
They're
to be
biters.
TikTok.
Remember when they bit from Snapchat?
Yeah. I really realized
bit
this
everything.
the
Stories,
other day.
right?
Yeah,
Stories
stories came from Snapchat. The other day, I was just on Instagram and I was on like their algorithm, not on like the following tab you can use. And I had to scroll 31 times to see a non-video content, like to see someone post pictures. It was like from the top of my timeline.
From the suggested?
Every swipe. And these are still the people I'm following, but every swipe is a video. I'm like, you cannot get your photos
I don't even
seen
want-
anymore. Like,
yeah, I don't
if you
even
post
want
photos,
that.
you cannot get them seen. I had to swipe. I counted 31 swipes
Bro, I'm not
until
even
I saw pictures,
with it.
and then
I
it
don't
was a
even wanna-
long time until I saw pictures again. It's
not-
like it just sucks now. It's a really bad.
Now that you
app.
say that, as soon as like
I guarantee when you refresh the app, your top thing will always be a video now. It will never be pictures. Unless it's like a celebrity that you have in your or just a profile you have in your favorites and they posted recently, or like a really big celebrity, they may be at the top if they're a picture. But
That is
majority of the time,
horrible. I don't even want
you
to.
first get on, you
My
refresh.
first post
So like,
top
what's the
fingers.
point of like photo sheets
It's
and
gonna
stuff?
be
flyers.
Like, where am I post them? Because don't nobody care on Twitter.
No, yeah, people don't care about that type of stuff on Twitter. But yeah, Instagram's just it's really bad, and yeah, it's my least favorite for the week. And I feel like what's weird is like there's no one in the room maybe there is, and they're just like being told to shut up every meeting, probably.
More than likely.
But I just feel like for both Instagram and Netflix, I just feel like there has to be that one person who's just like, why don't we just go back to doing what made us really lit and stop trying to do what makes other people lit? Like, just for a moment. Like, people don't even realize that Netflix, so for a long time, Hulu had like original documentaries on lock. Like, they made really good original documentaries, which is why this year on Netflix, like half of the Netflix originals that are produced are like documentaries. But they're all, not all, but 90% of them are all about the same thing at the core. Someone scamming people. Like literally like 4 or 5, I'd say even more of that, of the major documentaries that have like gotten lit this year or like people talk about, they're like about scamming people. And like
I need to get back to Tiger King.
They're doing all of like these things to like be other things, like just be you. And then Netflix is doing really bad because they're doing things outside of content that are ruining them, like raising the price and charging people for sharing their passwords.
Like, what do you? Why is it your business? Who I share my password with?
Because that's money out of their pocket.
Yeah,
we'll lower the price. We won't have to share the password.
That's a good argument, actually.
You still would though.
No, yeah, you definitely still would. But it's also just like
if they go back to what was it, $7.99 or whatever.
It could just be me, and I can share this password, or it could be no one.
Right.
And I get that, like, it's not gonna be no one at all, but like.
It's
they are
not gonna be
literally
what you
losing
got.
people in droves. Like
a million people.
Your content's
That's
not
crazy.
better than HBO Max's. Your interface isn't smoother than like most of everybody except Prime Video. Prime Video is set up like the store. Like Prime is like, y'all need to fix this interface. But other than that, your interface isn't like any better than anybody else's. You're not producing original content that's better than most of the other streaming services. And your franchises that you had, like people loved you for, are coming to a close, almost all of them.
Is Peaky Blinders Netflix? No, right?
Yeah, but Netflix has a deal with BBC. It's a BBC original show, but Netflix has the U.S. distribution rights of it. So,
like how?
Well, not even U.S., just the non-British distribution rights for it. So, if you're not in London,
I gotta watch that before I cancel Netflix. That and Money Heist, and then Netflix can go bye.
Question: have you ever seen a show called Flatbush Misdemeanors?
Have I seen it? No. Do I know the show? Yes.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I know it's good. I've heard a lot of great things about it. I just have a lot of other shows that I have to watch.
I feel you.
I finished Severance earlier this week. When'd you do my hair, Mom? That's what I just asked you. Monday? I finished Severance on Monday.
What is that?
A TV show. It's on Apple TV Plus.
About?
It's about these starring Adam Scott. I don't know if you know who that is,
Not
but
my name.
It's about these workers. It's set like, I guess, like in slightly in the future, if you will. And it's about these employees of this company who undergo this procedure called a severance to be able to work there. And the way severance works is it splits your consciousness and memories into a work you and the rest of your life you. So when you go in like an elevator to go down to like
That
where you work,
Mimi would be so happy.
well, yeah. So, but the thing it does is it creates two beings sharing one body.
Yeah.
One of you will never go to work, which is like the original you, but the work you only exists at work. It knows nothing about your real life.
Yeah.
And the thing is that it creates a dissonance because like there's one of the characters, the new hire, this isn't even really a spoiler because like it's just so like in the first episode, like this is her energy. She doesn't want to work there. And so the only way you can quit is if the real you approves you're quitting. So you send a request because you're just the work version of them and they have to approve it, but they don't know why you want to quit. It doesn't make any sense to them. So majority of the time they reject it because for whatever reason they underwent the severance, it works for them. And so now, it's about them going through that process of, we see the work main character, we see the home him or the regular life him. We understand why he underwent the severance. We start to learn about the company called Lumen. We learn about all of these characters and see all of these things unfold. It's a really good show. It is a slow burner though. If you like need stuff to happen immediately, then it's not the show for you. But if you can like sit down and just let good storytelling unfold for 9 episodes, it's a great show.
I was hoping 5. But
That's like that show that I watched. I forgot what it was called, but it was about a judge whose son committed murder of a mob boss. What show was that?
That sounds like it would have some. Well, I guess if it's like a legal show, like going through legal process, then it could get pretty.
I think it was called The Judge, actually. Let me see. It was on
Robert
Showtime.
Downey
I know
Jr.?
there's a movie called The Judge with Robert Downey Jr. and Robert Duvall, and I really love that movie.
No, not with them.
And it has one of my favorite like non-contextual movie quotes.
No, it wasn't
Like
Showtime.
it has one
HBO?
of my favorite contextual movie quotes. Like if I just say it to people, they're like, "Why is that your favorite?" But like if you see the movie, then it's like, "Yeah, it was pretty fire when he said that."
What'd he say?
I'm from here.
Your Honor.
Oh, Your Honor on Showtime.
Yeah.
Oh,
Show
yeah, I
was,
heard that was great too. That was
show
from
was
last year.
great.
And now I'm watching The Bear. I also have started.
Amazon?
I got to catch up on
Hulu.
Animal Kingdom.
I gave up on Animal Kingdom during the second season.
I gave up
Not
on
because of
third.
the show. Like I just couldn't keep. I had rehearsal, and I didn't like have Hulu then, which is I think where you can stream it.
Yeah, I just stopped.
So.
It was on FX and we was like recording it, but like I just stopped watching it.
That jailbroken fire stick, brother. They got everything.
That
I
man is
know,
watching
but
everything
we was,
illegal.
but even
Yep.
still, like we
I
can watch it
rewatched-
on demand.
I rewatched Game of
Well, YouTube
Thrones on
TV.
what's it called? Oh, we have HBO.
Yeah,
I don't even need to. See?
So you've been watching things illegally that you can watch legally.
Yeah.
Speaking
You
of,
tripping.
It's just the freedom of having to be able to do it illegally.
speaking of Game of Thrones, did y'all see the trailer for House of the
Can't
Dragons?
wait.
who?
House of the Dragons.
Next
did not.
month, 26.
yeah.
I have it marked
I thought
on my
it was the 21st.
calendar.
It was the
Oh,
26th.
Wait! It's coming this year.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
coming next month.
I
August
thought the
20.
House of Dragons wasn't coming for a while.
No,
nah, brother.
What's
Be excited.
the other one that's coming? That's coming.
This is
later?
the prequel.
I know. What's the
I think
other
Jon Snow's
one?
There's a
doing
Jon
show.
Snow's getting a show.
And
With
wasn't there
old
another?
Kit Harington.
Wasn't there another one?
There's another one, but like it's gonna be animated, and we're like nowhere near it.
Okay.
Yeah, August 21st.
Oh. So what's the 26th?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Somebody's birthday.
That's actually a pretty good segue because last pod we talked about music and reading. In this pod, we're talking about TV and movies. And so, we were talking, well, we kind of already started the first question naturally. It was just like, what shows are you tapped in with right now? So, what have y'all been watching and what else do you guys have coming up? Not like coming up to be like just on your watch list, whether it's to be released or whether it's out and you haven't gotten around to it, whatever the case may be.
I just finished Stranger Things. I have to
I've seen
finish
that twice now.
Money Heist. I have to finish Peaky Blinders, Animal Kingdom, and then when House of Dragons comes out, I'll divulge in that.
There's no anime that I'm currently watching because
Grabs pearls.
this season, I ain't gonna lie, this season and last season was pretty nothing. Like they just didn't really have anything. There's some stuff that like is good, but it's like not my type of anime. Like it's like, everyday, like a slice of life anime. And I feel like I can watch live action for that. You know what I'm saying? Like I could watch real actors.
So if you want to watch anime, you want to watch
Things that people can't do in real
mysticism,
life. Yeah.
battles.
You feel me?
lore.
Like,
you don't
I
want to see
need-
teenagers play volleyball
At all. You know what I'm saying? Like I can watch that in real action, and in live action it will be way better because it's like I can actually relate to what's happening. Y'all are like trying to make somebody do it between the legs behind the back dunk in the anime, but like that can't really happen in the game. Somebody put that in a movie. It's a comedy. Like we know that that's what's happening
for sure.
and I feel like it's so much easier to just immerse myself in the world of anime, knowing that everything that is happening is obviously fiction.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? So like, because then I like what the world building, like how things work. You know what I'm saying? Because they're coming up with their laws of nature. You feel me?
Right.
And like, I know these laws of nature. I live it. You know what I
I get
mean?
that,
So it's
yeah.
like this is normal. But yeah.
So what have you been watching? We know there's some anime in the docket.
So I've been on like a lot of binges. I watched Sick Note, which is starring the actor who played Ron Weasley in Harry Potter. He gets a wrong diagnosis of cancer, but because that doctor, like something happened, and him and that doctor made a deal to where they were gonna keep it a secret, and then a whole bunch of stuff happens after that.
Makes sense.
And it's very hilarious. It takes place over in the UK, and it's like it's very funny. Started watching Flatbush Misdemeanors. I have to catch up on The Boys. I have to catch up on this season 3. Umbrella Academy. Is that all? I think that might be all. I'm highly upset that I have to wait for Attack on Titan to finish, because I feel like if there's anything should have been finished, it should have been that. Because the manga is no longer going. Mm-hmm. They know which ending they're going to animate. Mm-hmm. Why are y'all not doing it? Like, why are you still trying to... You have literally made the final season drag out for 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years. Like, the manga has been done for almost a year. Like, we're coming up on a year, and I think in a month and a half. Like, last year, I was like, yo, this is amazing.
Yeah, I remember.
This ending is amazing. I'm happy. And then we got extra pages because people were tripping.
About the ending.
Yeah, and I was just like, this is even better because it just goes more in depth. And, like, it did... I ain't gonna lie. The first ending did leave something to where it was like, well, what did you put that in there for? Like, that was... It kind of left, like, a plot point.
Yeah, just open. Yeah,
unknotted up. And then he kind of, like, came back and was like, that is kind of true. Which does make sense. Because a lot of people were... not to get too deep into all my, favorite animes and mangas, but a lot of people were upset with My Hero's author because... he had mentioned something about a traitor in, like, the first season, and, like, never said anything else about it. But it literally just happened, like, 3-4 chapters, not 3-4 chapters ago, like 3-4 volumes ago. So, like, maybe 12 to 20 chapters ago. But that, like, is what kicked off the final arc. Like, we're now in the final, you know what I'm saying, final battles and final woes of the story. And I feel like they're rushing it. Because I feel like they're like, yo, you gotta finish this, son. And he like, bruh, I want to take my time. Like, nah, bro, do it now. Because, like, I was like, yo, I can't wait to watch this for, like, 8 more years.
No.
Nah.
Like I said, I'm watching The Bear right now. Are we recording? Okay, I'm watching The Bear. That's on Hulu. Great show. FX is, in my opinion, like, of TV networks, has been for years, but definitely solidified right now, making the best TV shows.
For sure.
So I'm watching The Bear.
End up, like, getting a TV show, I want it through FX, because I imagine it looking
FX
like
makes
that.
the best shows, in my opinion.
FX has the movies.
FX and then probably HBO.
Facts.
But, yeah. So I'm watching The Bear. I got back on binging Insecure, so I'm on season 2, episode 8, which is the finale for season 2. I am officially in parts like that I didn't see when I originally watched Insecure, so it's very exciting now because it's like, oh, I don't know where this is going. Like, and I do know where the show goes and how it ends, but all of the little things in between, I've stayed relatively spoiler free with Insecure. Are you repressing or? I'm started the final season of Peaky Blinders.
I was gonna let you finish, but I got a question.
Oh, okay. I have things that I go to sleep to that aren't like the things that I'm actually watching because I don't sleep through the night. I wake up and then I've woke up to spoilers before, so I can't go to sleep watching things that I'm actually watching because of that risk
for me.
So I'm going.
That happened actually with Attack on Titan.
Oh,
the first
that
season
would have pissed me off.
Like, the first season, I found out that Annie was the female Titan as she was transforming. Like, I woke up as she was transforming.
Yeah.
And I was just like I was confused because I was like, how did they get here?
Yeah. And I woke up to characters getting killed. I woke up to them talking about a person being dead. I'm like, this person isn't dead. I woke up.
Right.
I woke up to people, especially like in fantasy shows, like people who were good. Now they're just evil. I'm like, and they're like, yeah, he was corrupted by the dark side. Since when? I went to sleep an hour and 45 minutes ago. We was all friends.
Right.
So I go to sleep to this show called Night Watch on Hulu. It's about like people who work in New Orleans, like who are first responders. So it's cops, EMTs, and
Is it like a real world type of show?
Yeah. It's like a reality show or whatever. I go to sleep to SVU now because I came home one night to a SVU episode like starting, and it just made me realize, like, I tweeted, I was like, the opening scenes in SVU be so scandalous. Like, it'd be the most ridiculous things to hook you in. So I've been doing that. And I go to sleep to this competition show on Disney Plus about these 8 dweebs. They're basically, it's like a competition show, but it's like partially false. It's these kids all competing to save this fictional kingdom. And shout out to them, but they are the biggest nerds God ever put on earth.
At least they're still kids.
Maybe they're teenagers. But,
I was about to say, maybe they have some time.
no,
to
yeah,
grow
I
out.
was like, but then he asked on the first episode, he was like, how old are you? She said 16. I said, bro,
It's disgusting.
we didn't have another hobby. But she's on TV. I'm not, so
Right.
kudos to her. I'm pretty sure there are other things I'm
could be
watching that I'm
lying,
not
too.
remembering.
I doubt they lie.
Because I watch
Kids
a
don't
lot
lie
of
at their
things.
age. Only old women do.
Yeah, I watch a lot of things, and I'm having the problem right now where I have so many things to watch that I'll start something and then I'll be like, okay, now that I've started that and that's in the system, let's start something else rather than just finishing that thing.
I feel like people are like that with books. Like, I know a lot of people who don't finish books.
I feel like once you get invested to a book, like, I don't know, I feel like there's a certain point for me, if you're reading a book, like, there's a certain point where it becomes I can't put it down if it's good. And so the thought of just like being on page 246 and being like, oh, let's start this book, that's weird.
Some people just have that thing like where they can't finish stuff. And
Yeah,
it's like,
that is true.
That's like how it manifests in like smaller aspects of their life.
Yeah.
But yeah, my question was gonna be, have you guys seen the show Swagger? It's KD's show that he like executively produced.
No,
It's-
never
it's-
even heard of it actually.
It's cool. It's about a young O'Shea Jr. isn't it?
That's his name. Yeah.
He's in it. It's about his young 8th grader who's the #1 kid in the nation. He from DC.
I'm lying. I have heard of
DC.
it.
I think they in DC. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
they
it's
in
in
DC.
DC.
So, and basically he goes from one team to another, and this coach takes them, from zero to hero, of course, but all while dealing with a whole bunch of real world stuff.
We love a
And,
good zero to hero story.
For sure. Even though he was like not a zero, I ain't gonna lie. the boy they used is a good actor because he made me want to smack him in the first episode, because when he asked him they went to see the coach that he ended up playing for, and he asked him something, and he was like, "You're Jay Sanders?" And he like looked at him, and he was like, "All heroes don't wear capes." I was like, "Son, I would have." You're 14. Shut up. Get away from me.
That's funny.
I'm gonna take you on the team, but when you get there, you're running. That's the first thing that's happening.
What's your favorite show of all time?
24.
That's a solid pick that I don't hear often.
That is
Like,
I ain't gonna lie. 24
pretty
used to have
solid
my
pick. I
heart
used to-
racing as a
it
kid.
did waver off towards like after season 4, but in general, it's a good show, and
Yeah.
I never hear
24
that
is
be
the
someone's
reason I
answer.
love Kiefer Sutherland as an actor. My guy, Jack Bauer.
I'm trying not to say an anime. That's
Okay,
for-
while you're thinking of a show with human beings in it, mine is Sons of Anarchy.
It's a great show.
I just think
Oh, Prison Break. Sorry, Jack. Prison Break is my all-time
I hear
favorite.
Prison Break all the time. You had an original answer, and now you don't.
Sorry.
Sons of Anarchy is my favorite show of all time. I don't think it's the greatest show of all time, but it is my favorite show of all time.
Dang, I gotta think of a lot of different shows because I remember there was a lot of shows that I like really watched from the beginning and was like, okay, when does this finish? This is gonna be weird, but Merlin,
Really?
yeah.
I didn't
Who?
even know you liked that genre enough for.
Oh yeah,
Final Fantasy Merlin?
Because I really rock with that
You
whole
do know
genre.
Merlin is like a person, right? Like not from Final Fantasy.
That is a funny statement, though.
Right,
Final Fantasy.
like-
The Merlin in Final Fantasy, I think, is based off of Merlin, though. Right?
Yeah,
it's like
it
a
should
Merlin
be.
archetype character.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Oh,
but
I
I'm
thought you
assuming.
knew. I don't know.
Yeah,
much
no,
about
I didn't
Final
even know that
Fantasy.
there was a
So
Merlin in Final
what's
Fantasy.
this Merlin that you're talking
Merlin
about?
is the grand wizard who like presided over King Arthur.
Yeah, that's Merlin is a wizard.
Yeah, but the Merlin he presided over King Arthur, the man who pulled Excalibur out of a stone.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's who
that was
Merlin
a pretty
is.
decent movie too.
King Arthur?
Yeah.
The one with Charlie Hunnam?
Yeah,
Shout out Charlie Hunnam.
It's supposed to be
Sons of
another one?
Anarchy.
What? Another King Arthur movie?
yeah.
I
I
don't know.
don't know.
Well, at the end, it made it seem like it was gonna be another one.
I mean,
you know,
don't
a lot
they
of
do that a
lot
lot?
of movies
Just
are
in case.
the beginning of hopes for a franchise, but they don't make enough money. So, and I could definitely.
Why
see
is
that being the
Dune not
case.
coming till next year?
Because it's a really large scale movie that's really difficult to make. Because
I thought they made it already.
No.
he just made the first one knowing that he wanted to tell the story in a trilogy, but they didn't even get the green light on Dune Part 2 till Dune Part 1 made enough money, which was like literally after a week and a half. But still,
That's cool.
I knew it was gonna make the money it needed to. But yeah, a lot of it is like practically shot like on location. It's very little CGI actually. So,
Oh, so
it
they
looks
out
it's
there.
a very
Pretty hot
expensive and
place.
very difficult.
Yeah, nah. They would hit me up with that offer. I
My
would've
boy
been like,
Denis is like Christopher Nolan. Like Denis Villeneuve and Christopher Nolan are two directors. If it can be shot like practically, let's do that. Let's not let. the
Didn't
computers
Christopher
it.
do a Tenet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we asked about favorites. Is y'all's favorite show of all time what y'all think is the greatest show of all time?
No.
Okay, so what do y'all think is the greatest show of all time?
Until the last season, Game of Thrones.
I agree, and I would say until season 7, but I agree wholeheartedly.
Lost until the last season.
Last seasons are really hard to do because
Yes.
every time I ask people that question, it's usually a show that they have to excuse like the last season from.
Yeah.
Like almost every time people would be like this, but not the last season. This, but not the last. Prison Break, but not the last.
Lost was really good.
What's wrong with the last season of Prison Break?
People really don't like it. They just think
Like the one that came back on TV?
no, like the last season of the original show.
No, I liked it.
Yeah, they just I don't know because I haven't watched Prison Break, but there's lots of complaints about like it feeling like storytelling like kind of just falling by the wayside, and like
There's so many things. I mean, there's only so many things you can do once you broke out of prison. You know what I mean?
true. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Very much so.
Your options are limited. You are a wanted fugitive. My show I think is the greatest show of all time. I agree with you. It would be Game of Thrones, but they ended so terribly, and so I have to give it to a show that I think ended amazingly, and that's Breaking Bad.
Okay.
I never divulged
Can
into
I give-
Breaking Bad.
Oh, Breaking
My
Bad.
answers
And I
for-
think you would love it.
Anime?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
You don't have to treat anime like a separate subject. Like, but if your true answers to these things aren't anime, just say them. Like,
Well, my favorite show is Full Metal. With anime, my favorite show, I do believe is the greatest show, which is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And I do believe that Full Metal
a long
Alchemist
title.
Brotherhood. Well, I mean,
'cause
Full
it's
Metal
the second
Alchemist,
one, yeah.
is the title of the manga. Brotherhood is just the name they threw on the one that they made when they, because the first one ran into the issue that a lot of shows based off books run into that are running at the same time. It caught up with the book,
Game
so they
of
started
Thrones.
making stuff up. And then after they were like, "This was horrible. Let's do this right."
That's really homie fault because he should have finished the book.
He's not gonna do it,
I would
though.
say it's George's fault. Well, he said the book's coming next year.
Oh, okay.
I would say it's George's fault, and I would agree only because even by the metric that George told D&D the book would be done by, hasn't happened. We're still waiting for the book, and we waited 2 years for the last season of Game of Thrones. If you add the 4 years since it's been, that's 6 years waiting on the last season. So they could not wait for him. I do agree with that.
Yeah.
And I would say it's George's fault, but I'd also say it's whoever's idea it was to adapt the show when they started its fault, only because George R.R. Martin has stated on a million times, I do not work at the pace of like other authors. Even big franchise authors. I'm not Stephen King. I'm not J.K. I'm not none of these people. I work at whatever pace I want. When the books
Right.
come to me, they come to me.
Right.
And this is a series that I think the lore of it rivals anything that's ever been made in the history of life. Like, his lore has so much. There's encyclopedias dedicated to the lore of the world of Game of Thrones.
That's
and this
crazy.
is coming from the mind of one man. So
Yeah.
I do respect how
But
long
he
it's
had
taking
so
him.
many years.
But I will say, once they started, it was like,
But he's also rich, so like,
and he's old.
yeah,
Like,
facts.
he's
that means
very
you ain't
old.
got nothing but
That man
time,
is at
brother.
least
Put the
65,
pen to
like-
He's in his
paper
80s.
or
I googled him one
fingers
time.
to
He's like in his
keyboard
80s.
and get
That's
to
crazy. I
writing.
thought he was at least.
Maybe
like,
he's in his 70s.
I
but
thought he
he's-
was like 67.
Matter of fact, let me text Nedra.
He's
Did you
very
write
old.
today?
73.
Nah, that's
Turning
old.
74 in September.
That's crazy.
My
He's
boy
younger than Ruby
my
Bridges.
Boy old. You said he's older than Ruby Bridges?
Younger.
Oh, I was
My
about to say,
grandmother's older than Ruby Bridges.
What, is Ruby Bridges some litmus of oldness to you? Like you judge people by how old
No,
they are in comparison to her?
She's still
only
breathing, ain't she?
old
she's still alive.
people like that,
Oh, okay.
like
Donald
upwards of
Trump's older
60.
than Ruby Bridges.
He is
Isn't Biden older than her too?
definitely.
Biden is older than everybody.
Biden had to. have been-
apparently. Bernie too old and decrepit to be president, but they had two niggas older than or right around his age range to be president back to back. Somebody explain it to me.
and one of them is obviously losing all of his mental
at least
capacity.
Donald Trump could finish sentences.
I'm saying this man read the teleprompter verbatim. Quotation: read twice. What do you mean, sir?
Yo, I will
boy,
never
Joe.
forget y'all for voting Joseph into office. I will never forgive you for it ever.
I don't think things would.
Nothing would be.
I think
I
the
feel
only
like-
difference is we wouldn't have January 6th to talk about. And as wild as that was, it's one of the greatest talking points of my life. And I'm going to drag it when I tell my kids about it. So one day, an army of whites.
That did happen this year.
That
You
did
did
not
that.
happen this year. That happened last year.
It was last year.
It was last year?
Yeah.
Dang,
Remember,
time
we
flies.
talked about this a few weeks ago, and I said how it had to be last year. Maybe it wasn't on air, though.
Yeah.
And I said how it had to be last year because I found out about it in the gym, and I hadn't been in the gym
Yeah,
in a
you're
super
right.
long time, which isn't true anymore. But still.
You're right. At least we had crab legs in Class A Azul when Trump was in office. Now what we got?
What?
Inflation.
That is true,
We also
but I
had-
missed out on that, so it made no difference for me.
Never
I
mind.
mean, we. Nah.
I didn't commit
I
any
only-
of the felonies that were right there waiting for me. I probably should have. I'd probably be in a little bit of a better financial position.
On me. Actually, nah. I feel like it's not hard to blow that much money.
Oh, no, it's easy to blow that much money for sure. I just don't have enough friends, I think. So there wouldn't be as many opportunities.
Yo,
for,
RIP Ned Stark, man.
spoiler alert.
Sorry. Oh, if you ain't seen it by now, then hey.
But we,
You know, some people be late. I was late.
Fatima was super late.
I waited for it
We
to
just
end.
finished that show this year. Like I'd say
I started Game
3
of
months
Thrones
ago.
when season 8 came out, and I was like, what is everybody talking about? And it was like, what? They came out on Sundays?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like every Sunday people was waiting, and I'm just like, yeah, I gotta watch this. So I caught up. I was like, I don't know how I binged it that fast, but I was on
I know how I did.
the 3rd episode
your
of season
couch.
7 when the last night episode came on.
That's
The
crazy.
longest night. But yeah, I was.
You went through that immensely.
I went through it in almost a week.
Yeah,
When I
y'all wasn't
binged, I
doing
binged.
nothing.
I
Y'all
watched-
wasn't-
I was.
y'all
I
wasn't
watched 7
showering, y'all
seasons
wasn't
of Prison
scratching your
Break in a
butts, y'all
week.
wasn't even.
You
7
was,
seasons of Prison Break in a week.
That was when you did the.
But I was in
the
college then.
Not the prison, the juvenile detention thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was that week.
That's
So, like,
wild.
Yeah, for the most part, you was gone.
Yeah, I was gone
And
during
so
the
like,
whole day.
yeah, so like we wasn't hanging out till you got back later that day, and then that's when y'all would be.
Where was you
Y'all
at?
would walk in. I was at his
Yeah,
apartment.
Point.
Oh.
Yeah, 1 week I just went down there and stayed with him,
Oh.
and
Yeah, we had all types of visitors at 5390. Shout out to the 90s.
facts. That was a week that was that dude that just knocks on your door came, and I messed up because I didn't know that was him. He used to come for Kyrie.
Oh, what, Damon? I think.
I don't know. I think
Something
that
like
was his name. He was skinny, had some short locks. I just remember.
Sure, yeah.
I just remember he kind of reminded me of Jid. Like he looked like him in the face, and he stopped.
Oh, not Damon, the other dude. I know who you're talking about. I don't
Yeah.
remember that dude's name. But yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Facts.
Who's
Quick
y'all?
sidebar. Bronny is
Is that Bronny?
yes.
Yeah, he's the truth. Bryce is the truth too.
I ain't gonna lie.
He's
they're
arrived.
really both
For
the
a
truth.
while, I was watching Brownie highlights and I was just like, this is not that impressive. And now watching his
he's
highlights,
special.
I'm like, this is impressive.
He's special, and I think the most special thing
he's-
about him is I've watched 2 full like games of him. His IQ's crazy.
Oh yeah.
It looks like
Absolutely.
the way he moves, it
and
looks
the
like
way
his
LeBron
IQ is
talk,
crazy.
Bryce IQ is even crazier. Like they're
Yeah,
they're
Bryce
special.
looked like
they're
he's gonna
special
be
kids.
better.
They really are special. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I don't want like too much hype, only because like I just remember like not this late in their career, but I just remember like sophomore Patrick Ewing Jr. and everybody being like, "This kid's gonna be the best 3 in the whole league," and he didn't become the best anything and anywhere. But I can just tell their work ethic.
At least they're
is
better
different.
than Michael Jordan's sons.
Way better. It ain't hard to be better than them.
At all. I'm better than them.
Who's y'all favorite protagonist in TV history? It could be the protagonist from your favorite show. It could be somebody else.
Michael Schofield.
Protagonist in TV.
So Prison Break.
No, wait. Yeah, I guess Michael. I wanted to be tatted because of Michael. Him and Allen Iverson.
Well, his was Blueprints.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
To this day, I still can't see the blueprints in the tattoos. I just see the dragons and stuff. But
Well, ain't that the...
yeah,
They probably didn't even...
You said my favorite, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Deku. I'm gonna have to go with my boy Izuku Midoriya.
Okay. Alrighty.
Cause he ain't, you know what I'm saying? He a gangster now. Like in the manga, he real gangster. I
Mine
can't
was
count
almost
him.
an anime person. It was almost Aaron, but he's like top 5 for me, but he doesn't crack my number 1.
Aaron.
Yeah. For me,
But can you even call him a protagonist? He's protagonist by like role, like,
well, yeah, that's what I meant.
but like
I don't-
definition.
I'm not talking about like whether like they like it could be a bad person.
Okay.
And I'm just saying they're the protagonist of the show. Like they're
Right.
the top billing.
Okay.
Mine. My favorite, I guess. The difficulty around.
wait,
person-
protagonists or villains?
No, antagonists.
No.
Are villains. But I was saying I'm not using protagonist like in the function of storytelling. I'm using it as just
But
like
yeah,
saying
Aaron is,
the main character. Maybe I should have used the word main character. Who's your favorite main character of the show?
Yeah, Aaron is just a very questionable
I mean,
person.
he's still a protagonist to me, but that's because I got too much real in me. I don't know what to say about everybody else. But
That is actually crazy because imagine somebody saying that about Hitler. Like I rock with what he's doing, but
I don't know about y'all, but
that's a Tony
Come
TikTok.
that is a Tony TikTok. It is.
I don't know about y'all, but you know
My
what I'm saying? I
favorite-
rock. You're mad at me.
My favorite main character is the main character from my favorite show, which is Jax Teller.
From Breaking Bad.
No, from Sons of Anarchy.
Okay, I'm tripping.
Walter White is up there.
There it goes.
And the person who would be my answer, I can't really count him as a main character because I don't really think this show even has a main character. It's like 12 main characters, but it would be Jon Snow. But
That's what I was gonna say
he
too.
doesn't really fit the billing.
Ain't Breaking Bad with the zombies and stuff?
No, that's The Walking Dead. They were dominating TV around the same time though, so I
Yeah.
forgive you for confusing them.
Sorry. So what's Breaking Bad? The drugs?
Yes,
Yes.
it's about the chemistry
At least you know
teacher.
the two like main things
Yeah.
for them.
It's about the chemistry teacher who gets diagnosed with cancer, and so then he starts selling heroin.
I'm gonna watch it.
No, meth.
Yeah, I was about to say it's definitely
I'm gonna
hard.
watch it.
It was meth.
Harder than heroin.
Bryan Cranston's phenomenal in it. Aaron Paul is phenomenal in it. They're just great. They're just great, man. This is an important one because I feel like this really like helps like establish who someone was as a child. You can't, even if you rocked with all of them or multiple of them, you have to pick one to ride with. As a kid growing up, Team Disney, Team Nickelodeon, Team Cartoon Network.
Disney.
Cartoon Network.
Easy.
If I had to pick all three, Cartoon Network.
I was also Team Disney Channel.
That's easy.
I rocked with all 3, but Disney Channel was the only one that I felt like during my childhood was clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, they had the movies, they had
Yeah.
the TV shows.
Yeah, they even had commercials I liked. Disney
Yeah.
411. pass the plate.
Mike's Super Short Show.
You said what?
Mike's Super Short Show.
Yep, that. The Time when they was making people lie about their childhood and whatnot. All type of stuff.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yeah, when Zendaya was a girl named Jasmine. That was really good. Yeah,
Wasn't Montreal on that before?
What?
The one time I
thought he was on one of them next, like, I don't know what he was on.
Next big thing?
Nah, I don't know.
It was one of them shorts in between where they like go through they life, you know what I'm saying? And they like explain who they are briefly.
Yeah, I was Team Disney Channel. I will say though that if Adult Swim was its own network and not just the late night of Cartoon Network, I would be a Team Adult Swim. But
Celebrity Deathmatch.
and I rocked with Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon heavy. This is just a bonus question. It's not down, but I just want to know which is better, iCarly or Victorious?
iCarly.
Yeah, I knew y'all would pick wrong. I felt it too.
I don't even watch Victorious, brother. I'm not even gonna lie.
I
to
watch
you.
both. You know that.
Victorious is the superior show, but iCarly has the superior core cast dynamic, and so I think people like get caught up in like the Carly, Sam, and Freddie.
I love Sam.
Feel like that makes it the better
I
show,
would
and
marry her.
it's a respectable thing to get lost in the minutia of. But I feel like our Carly,
Ain't Victorious with Ariana Grande?
yes,
Grandy?
Randy, yes. I feel like what?
That's our
There
card,
should be
ain't it?
another one on the table. I don't know how we're gonna get this to Ashton. I'm gonna just give it to her.
I don't know how we gonna get it to her. I'm gonna just give it to her.
I meant like electronically.
You can do that?
Yeah, you can
what
take
he
the
been
videos off and just send them.
But
Oh.
it probably would make more sense to just give her both the cards in this instance.
Yeah, cause yeah. Slide it towards you. Not the entire thing, just the card on the side. There should be a SD card port. Slide it towards you.
Well, not in the U.S., just the non-British distribution rights for it. So, if you're not in England. That man said before he canceled Netflix. That is a crazy bar coming from Conway. I ain't really one for the side talking. That's crazy. He's so amazing. Oh no, I lied. This is how I know me and me be in sync. iCarly or Victorious is on here. I just didn't see it this time, but like while we were talking, I thought about it, and it's literally right here.
He said me and me be in sync.
That's crazy. Are we back? What's your favorite? This one gonna be hard because the catalog is crazy. Are we good? Okay. This one's gonna be difficult. I know. It's so difficult. Matter of fact,
Who was
It's-
that? Sorry.
all in it phone.
No, I'm saying
Sorry.
nobody on board.
What's your favorite DCOM Disney Channel original movie?
Oh.
They got the craziest catalog.
What was the one with the twins that play basketball?
Double
teamed.
teamed.
That one.
Oh, I got one for y'all.
They also play volleyball.
Yes, they
Motocrossed.
Motocross was hard.
That was also one I rocked with because I played that game on DisneyChannel.com all the time.
Big facts.
That one,
I did
those
like
two,
Double Teamed.
The 13th year.
Yep. They got some classics.
They have too many classics.
the Sweet Life
It wasn't
movie.
not Crank. What was the one with the roller skates and dude with the black guy that was a Power Ranger that had the messed up hairline that we always
I'm dead.
He has a movie?
I know who you're talking about. I need to
yeah,
find
it's
it.
a roller skate movie. All the Johnny Tsunamis.
There's only 2. Why you say all of them?
All of them.
He said all of them.
Johnny Capahala.
Was Matt Keeble's Big Move a Disney Channel movie?
Nah.
I don't know.
I don't think that was a Disney Channel
that came
original.
out in theaters.
Yeah, it did. Because we had it on DVD.
I want to watch that movie now.
Make it big move like Matt Keeble. Shit, my phone saying, I want to see you.
You said it's a roller skating movie, right?
Yeah.
Brink.
That's what it is. It's something with a K in it.
What's the one where the boy play baseball, but he also cooks?
Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off.
$1 Million Cook-Off. That boy, hey, you go crazy.
I always
That's
wanted
why
to
I
try
learned-
the purple thing that they made
Me
from the
too.
food fight by accident.
Oh, no, that's funny.
I always wanted to try that.
I like, to this day, I still have not like learned how to crack an egg with one hand because in the show, it seemed like it was difficult. And so, like, I irrationally, as a child, developed a fear of trying it. And I don't want to, like, mess up my egg. So, like, I know that I can do it, but, like, I'm not about to do it.
That's crazy. I have so many that it's really difficult to, like, I was literally like, why did you put this question on here? 'Cause you can't answer this one.
It's like 40 that I love.
But if I had, like, I don't know, if I was, at first I thought it was going to be easy. That's why I put it on there. Because I was like, Holes. But then I remembered Holes isn't a Disney Channel original movie.
Right.
Digging
so
up
then-
them holes.
So then I was like, okay, now you got to think. It's hard for me to go against, like,
are those Disney Channel original movies on Disney Plus?
yes.
Yeah.
Why would they not be?
Oh man, it's lit.
I
I had no idea.
You know, all the Disney Channel movies are awesome.
Shut up.
I love Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge.
For sure.
The best of the
17
Halloween
again?
Towns.
For
That was
sure.
hard. 17 again is very hard.
Twitches
Twitches
too.
is hard.
Oh
Twitches
my
2 is
gosh.
alright. Twitches
Yeah,
2,
Twitches
they
2
doubled
is-
up on a white man. It was hard for me.
Yeah,
to-
it was, yeah.
It's still good. It's just like, dang, another white man. Like,
It's like,
not white
bruh,
in this
like
series.
it's y'all, they bruh, they think they slick. In my whole life, I've noticed this. There is a surprising lack of black men in commercials in certain TV shows.
Yeah.
Like, you will see a whole black family. Well, no, you'll see a dark-skinned woman, 2 mixed kids talking about bright as the light pointing at us right now, and white man just driving them, just having in a Subaru. Everybody's happy. No, what is this?
Subaru's going straight.
Or
I thought he was gonna say Buick.
or it's just the mom and the kids, and I'm like, y'all think y'all slick? Y'all really be trying to make it seem like we not there, but it's
Disney
like,
Channel
why?
really had you in the house though, because
It did.
these movies came out on a Friday at 8 p.m.
bro.
There's a lot of franchises I'm in love with.
Even Steve's movie.
I was gonna say the Even Stevens
Facts.
movie is my like
The
comfort
Proud
movie
Family
of
movie.
the Disney Channel original movies. Man, there's so many I love. I've always loved Gotta Kick It Up. Si se puede, si se
Yes.
puede, si se puede.
America Ferrera
Yes,
is,
we can.
yes,
I
man.
loved that movie. There's so
Kim
many,
Possible
man.
movie?
Let It Shine, of course, holding it down for the
What's
black
that?
people.
Bro, they used to say that dad looked like the pastor from that movie.
That's funny. With Tyler James Williams and Coco Jones
Oh
and
yeah,
Trevor
yeah,
Jackson.
yeah. Sorry.
With Trevor Jackson,
I ain't never seen it.
uses the bars of the mighty. Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century.
For sure.
I
Raven.
particularly like Xenon Z3.
Raven, it was like
I
the
believe, is the one where
Beyonce of our generation.
Wouldn't Beyonce be
That's what I was
the
about to say.
Beyonce of
Isn't
our
Beyonce the Beyonce of our generation? You mean Beyonce of acting?
Maybe.
Well, Beyonce acts, so it's, I think Raven being the Beyonce of like kids programming works.
Yeah, there you go. that's where
She was the
Phan-
Beyonce
Phantom of the Megaplex went crazy. Stuck in the
it did.
Suburbs went crazy. Full Cure
What's
Miracle.
stuck in the
Full Court Miracle with my homie.
Now You See It is another one of my joints, and Now
Oh,
You See
yeah.
It was one
What's
of the
that?
joints. That's
That's
the
a
one where
scary
he a magician and he go to like the magic competition, and then like he find out while he there some things about like how it's like it's
This ain't the movie with I'm thinking of
Now You See Me.
Yes.
Yeah, no, this is on Disney Channel. And it has
Lucky the Irish.
Lucky the Irish is crazy. Cowbells is crazy.
High School Music. Was High School Musical Disney Channel
High School
movie?
Musical.
2 and 3, bruh.
3 cool. It's alright, I
Disney Channel had a run. Are they still running?
had an
Like,
era.
I mean, they ain't making
Disney
nothing
Channel
fire,
had an
but,
era.
Descendants was like the last thing I rocked with, but there's some, some people be telling me there's a few joints slipping through the cracks these days. You got Camp Rug. We didn't even really answer this. We just going through the fire that
Yeah,
they
I don't
made.
have a favorite. It's too
Smart
many.
House. Like, they
Yeah.
just made so much heat, man.
Honey, I
It's-
Shrunk the Kids.
Oh, I gotta talk about this
wait,
movie.
is Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
No.
I gotta talk about this movie. This movie used to have me in the clutches. Still kind of doing a low key. Get a Clue. Lindsay
forgot
Lohan
about
and Brenda
that
Song trying to
one.
solve real deal homicides. You understand me? Real murders. You never seen nothing like it.
What was the one with the weather machine? It was like a snow machine. Bro,
Is it
Brenda Song
Minutemen?
was in it. It's not Minutemen, but that one was good too. Oh
Brenda,
my
you
god.
talking about the one that Brenda Song starring?
yeah,
Wendy
with the,
Wu Homecoming Warrior?
no, not that one. It was bro with the
She was Electra in that movie.
It was it was like a snow machine, had to do with Christmas.
Yeah, you're gonna have to find that one on your own. I don't know about that. Read It and Weep, another one. We gonna get off Disney Channel. We just gave them their flowers real quick. You know what I mean? We gonna jump into movies now.
Oh man.
You know what I mean?
The ultimate Christmas present.
Never heard of it. Day in my life.
Y'all haven't seen the ultimate Christmas present? Oh my god, nah. This one was, oh my goodness, yes. Hallie Hirsch and Brenda Song. I don't know who Hallie Hirsch is.
I
That's
wonder
the
how
white
Brenda
girl.
Song is doing these days.
Bro, you
Having
don't
Macaulay
remember?
Culkin's kids?
Macaulay Culkin is in that?
Yeah, they're married.
Shouts out to you, Macaulay.
And she literally just had his kid.
What did you just
last
say?
year.
Macaulay, that's his name.
No, but why did you say it like that?
He's in. I mean, you have to.
Why you say it like that? Why can't you just say they together?
Well, I guess because I mentioned that image looks
Let me see.
familiar, but I haven't seen the film that it's from. I know for a
I
fact.
remember that.
Yeah, that is a picture I feel like I've seen though.
Nah, that
Shout out Brenda
definitely
Song.
was,
Oh, the Wizards of Waverly Place movie went crazy. I got it.
did.
They had a movie.
Yes,
Yes.
and it was bananas.
gas,
It's
bro.
phenomenal.
That was one of my least favorite shows.
what?
tripping.
Wizards was one of the best shows of our that last
What's that? Hat.
Heat.
Crazy.
Okay,
some
I don't know
junky
why
hat.
you chose that to convince him that it was.
I just knew that part.
They had Taylor Swift on there, bro.
Overslept.
I hate Taylor Swift.
Me
That's
too,
why.
but
Girl, you
still,
like
they
Keira
had her
Knightley.
on there. Well, I don't hate her. I don't like her music.
Hannah Montana,
Hannah Montana. Well, we was talking
That
about
wasn't a
movies.
movie.
Lizzie McGuire. Hannah Montana had a movie.
Oh yeah, her movie
She
wasn't
did.
regular to me though.
Yeah, it
But the
was.
Lizzie McGuire movie is crazy, and this is what
For
dreams
sure.
are made of.
On me.
Recognize.
I love Hilary Duff.
So is Cheetah Girls.
Oh
Cheetah
yeah,
Girls?
Cheetah Girls.
Come on,
and Cheetah
man.
Girls too. They went to Spain. Amigas,
Cheetahs, friends for life.
Oh, dusty celebrate.
For somebody.
Yeah. Shout out to the women empowerment. Cheetah Girls went crazy. You already know how that go.
Was there a 3?
Yeah, but it was not Heat because Raven wasn't in it.
Oh yeah.
And
Was the third one.
yeah, they went to India.
Ain't nobody watched that.
Everybody watched it.
I didn't watch
Well, of course, because
Adrienne Bailon got her start on Disney Channel.
it. Duh. I mean, a lot of people did.
all right, we jumping into movies, right? You see the DCOM question being the last TV question as we go into. I really do this. Just if anybody was ever wondering,
We had
question.
9:36, so I'm thinking we're at like an hour or some change.
Yeah, that more than likely makes sense. I was supposed to check the time right before we started, but I hadn't. But that probably makes sense.
I did, so it was 8:30.
All right. Do y'all have a favorite movie of all time?
Oh man. There's too many movies.
I love the fact that this used to be a difficult question for me, and now it's not.
What's your favorite movie?
You have a favorite movie of all time?
What happened?
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie of all time is The Place Beyond the Pines, starring Ryan Gosling and
I watched that movie.
Eva Mendes, Ray Liotta, Bradley Cooper, Mahershala Ali.
R.I.P. Ray Liotta.
Yes, R.P. Ray Liotta. Man, that's sad.
That's a good movie.
Goodfellas is another one of my favorite movies of all time, but it's not my favorite of all time. The Place Beyond the Pines. Now the problem is whenever I answer that to usually only cinephiles ask me that question, and then I'd be like, I answer it, but then I want them to know all the other movies that are in my favorites to let them know the full scope of my taste. Because a lot of times people will judge you by what your favorite movie of all time is, especially if they feel like their favorite movie is cinematically superior.
To that one?
Yeah. But I also meet a lot of cinephiles who just They just say what their ancestors want them to say. They'd be like Citizen Kane. I'd be like, bro, that's not your favorite movie of all time. You just want to sound like a cinephile. Citizen Kane's not your favorite. If you're under 57, Citizen Kane is not your favorite.
I don't even know what that is, brother.
Exactly.
It's
That's
a
why I haven't
classic
said
film.
anything.
I would say it's the Our Town of movies, and that is not me saying something positive about it. It is a good movie, though. It's not bad, but it's one of those movies that has its position in the history of film and cinema, and it's never going to lose that classicness and legendariness. But I just feel like if it's your favorite movie of all time, you're saying that to sound like a film snob. Like, it's just not good enough to be anyone's favorite movie of all time. Like, it's not better than The Dark Knight, bro. I don't care if that's about Batman. Y'all, if have you thought of one in this time that you were given?
Yes, my favorite is The Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Is that the last one?
That's the middle.
Middle one?
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
I do have
Yeah, the
other
last
ones
one's
that are
war.
like that have honorable mentions, like The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug. You got
I see fire.
I Am
Transformers,
Fire.
both Dark of the Moon and Revenge of the Fallen.
Okay. That's
You
2 and 3
got-
for those of you at home who didn't keep up.
For sure. You got. I'm gonna say Supremacy. I was gonna go with.
That's your favorite Bourne?
It's not. It's not at all.
So
but
what's
like
your favorite
I
one?
want to say all of them, but I can't say all of them. I had to say Identity. Or,
Oh my God, it's Jason Bourne.
Ultimatum is the best Bourne in my opinion.
Yeah, Ultimatum.
Is that the last
Yeah.
one?
It's the third one.
Yeah.
The last one.
No, it's not the last
They've
one. It's
made
the third
two
one.
since then.
Well, the one
The
with
Bourne Legacy
it was with what's his
Jeremy
name
Renner,
now?
and then
Yeah.
they made
yeah, the
Jason
one
Bourne.
with
Yeah.
Hawkeye. I didn't.
I
But
didn't even watch that one. And then they made Jason Bourne. That's the last one.
I love that.
That one's really good too.
Oh my
but
God, it's Jason Bourne.
the Bourne Ultimatum, in my opinion, is the best one.
I got that
It
on the
is.
kill cam one time.
What?
I mean, on a hot mic playing Call of Duty. I killed somebody. He was like, "Oh my God, it's Jason Bourne." I had to laugh at that.
That was hilarious. That was really funny.
If I had to pick one movie that is my favorite of all time, it would
Really
have
like
to
action
be
movies.
I do.
Avengers: Infinity War.
It's a good movie.
I
It's a great
am.
movie.
A lot of action stuff.
I mean, from start to finish, it's. But yeah, I'm like Andrew. I love action. So the Planet of the Apes, the new series, the second and third movie.
Don't be coming for the original now.
I mean,
what?
the original with Mark
Original film
Wahlberg is
series.
good.
Oh no, that's not the original. That was the first attempt at a remake.
Oh, you talking about the
original?
original?
Planet of the Apes?
original. I thought that's what you were coming for. You can come for the Mark Wahlberg one. It's regular. I don't care.
Oh,
The Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, the original 5 movies I rock with. I have them on Blu-ray. Like they're really good. Clearly, like,
I'm not
80s?
like a Star
Yeah.
Wars head,
like
but
if you like watching it, like to if the monkeys were like clearly no, but like
Right.
they're good movies is what I'm saying.
We
I
only
thought that's
watched
what
the
he
ones
was
that came out
coming
in the
for.
2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 2004 one with Mark Wahlberg, you can trash that one. I don't care.
yeah. But I'm not like a Star Wars head, but I just recently rewatched 2 and 3.
You're gonna have to say
Episode 2 and 3?
You're gonna have to say the sub names, brother. We ain't,
Revenge of
Those-
the Sith and
I hear that's a classic.
what's the second?
Those are the first ones they dropped, right?
Attack of the Clones.
No, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah,
they
4,
did
5,
it
and-
backwards.
4,
Yeah,
5,
they
and
did
6
it
were the
backwards.
first 3, then 1, 2, and 3.
Maybe
Okay,
Attack of
so,
the Clones.
okay.
I don't know.
Then 7,
But
8, 9,
anyway, those two,
and
like
10.
I was watching them like this is heat. But anyway,
Yeah,
I
Star Wars
watched
is-
This is heat.
Star Wars is actually a great.
I watched it because
know,
I was about to watch
universe.
Obi-Wan, but I was like, let me go back and see like what Obi-Wan
I watched
was
one
doing.
episode of Obi-Wan and like didn't watch another one.
I hear that it doesn't get good till episode 4 or 5, one of those two.
Okay. I also didn't like I didn't know what was going on. for the
But
most
yeah,
part.
I like movies where things blow up, people get shot, you know.
I can dig that. Respect.
But I
I
also
got a
do
question
like
for y'all.
a good sports movie or a good
A good Coach Carter, Glory Road.
yeah.
do
a
you
good
guys
feel
have
good
like
story.
I think, yeah, favorite sports movie is one of the questions.
Do you
So get
guys
ready
have
for
like a group of
Salute.
like your favorite movies to rewatch?
No, I just see them and be like, oh yeah, I haven't watched this in a
Yeah,
while.
but
Do you
it's
have like
so
a
many.
time period of where you don't
Can you say like 3 to 5?
that? Yeah, probably. I love rewatching comedies, which is weird. Most people like comedies lose their luster after a while, but for me, even if it's not making me laugh, it's bringing me a joy.
Mm-hmm.
So some of my favorite movies to rewatch are Step Brothers, Role Models, Death at a Funeral, the black one with the black cast of black people.
There's two.
Plus
there's
Peter
there's a white
Dinklage.
one, which is the original one.
Yeah,
We remade it.
Oh,
and ours was better.
the one with Chris Rock.
Yeah. I
Plus
love
Peter
Welcome Home,
Dinklage.
Roscoe Jenkins.
Facts.
I love Hot Tub Time Machine.
Sorry.
I love,
I also like a good mystery. Not to cut you off. Sorry.
yeah, good. I love Superbad. I rewatch comedies more than anything, but outside, what's
That's not
funny
a
about that
comedy.
movie?
This. Oh, that's not.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time, but I don't rewatch it often.
That was like 4 questions ago.
You was probably typing up.
I'm saying,
Have you seen
typing that all the
Immortals?
time.
Have you?
With the,
You've
um,
seen Immortals?
Yeah, with that was about the
Immortals.
dude who
The gods, and they come down and help the guy, and then
Yeah.
what's the name? He comes down and kills those guys because they weren't supposed to interfere with. You never seen Immortals?
I don't.
You're not
description is
explaining
helping
it
me.
right. It's
me
it's
just look.
about it's the story about, I don't remember which.
Homie that played the guy that helps the hobbits with the arrow.
I don't remember the name of the Greek character, but
No, you're talking about Henry Cavill,
No, not Henry Cavill. The guy that helps the hobbits.
the star of Immortals is Henry Cavill.
Yeah, but besides that, the one of the guys is the guy that helps the hobbits.
Okay, well, helps the hobbits isn't.
And he puts him in the thing as fish. What's his name?
Bard?
Bard.
Bard. No, I need to.
That's
see
not him.
Who is Bard?
That's not him?
Yes, it is. It's Luke Evans.
Thank
It
you.
is Luke Evans?
And he plays Zeus in Immortals. I never
See,
watched Immortals.
I'm
'cause
thinking.
I was
See,
told
I'm thinking
by
you're
many
talking
people
about the
that it was not
man
good.
who's.
Really?
Yes, he played
what I was
Zeus,
told.
but I thought he
Maybe
was talking
it's-
about the main character.
Which is why I said Henry Cavill.
Exactly.
But he was
I
like,
know
that's not-
Henry Cavill.
you guys kind of started already. Oh,
Obviously, you did it because you said he wasn't in it.
No, I knew he was. I didn't say that. I said not him.
yeah, he did say not him, and that made me think he was saying he's not in the movie. I'm like, I'm
That's
looking
what I'm
at the
saying.
poster.
Right. That's what I'm
The
saying.
poster's just him. There's no one else in it.
Right. This is his movie.
And other movies that I really love to rewatch, Coraline, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's on my top 4 on Letterboxd. I love oh man, I rewatched so many movies. Oh my God. I watch this movie all the time and now I cannot remember it. Oh my Lord. Like there's images of it in my brain. What is happening to me right now? I watch this movie all of the time. I'll have to re-find it. I'm gonna think about that the whole rest of the way. Y'all started getting close to this because all of y'all just love action movies so much. What's your favorite franchise of all time?
Marvel.
Transformers.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
The Dark Knight trilogy is up there, but
Transformers had a very special place in my heart as a child. So those movies were.
The first Transformers when it came out was The Bourne Ultimatum was my favorite movie. But like when I was a kid, I used to say that like if I went to see a movie and it was great, I left saying it was my favorite movie, even though I didn't really have a favorite movie. But The Bourne Ultimatum was my favorite movie until I saw the first Transformers, and then that became it. So I feel that I guess I just wouldn't have guessed that because your favorite movie, like the first one you said, was a Planet of the Apes movie, and I think that trilogy is better than the Transformers series.
Yeah, I feel like the trilogy is better, but like when you said the question, the first thing that popped in my head
Transformers
was
came after you, and you said Marvel, just the MCU. Do you feel like that's a cop-out answer?
yeah,
all right,
I do.
all right.
No, I'm not.
Well, I
asking
said
you,
Dark
do you
Knight
feel-
after. I mean, the Batman after that.
Okay, Dark Knight trilogy. That's up there. I feel it. This is another one that I was like, I don't have a single one, but I do know though like ones I'm gonna say, so it's not as loose as like the DCOM one when I just started listing all their movies. The Dark Knight trilogy is up there for me. Lord of the Rings trilogy is up there for me.
How could I forget Lord of the Rings?
I think those are the 2 greatest trilogies probably ever made.
Timeless too.
Yeah, very timeless. Now it's gonna take you some time to watch.
Yeah,
them,
you
especially
need
Lord
some
of the
time
Rings.
on your hands
But,
to watch a movie. To watch those trilogies. I
up
mean,
there. So I'd probably say those are my top 2. A lot of other franchises that I really love, but yeah, those are the top 2. Unless I'm just not, I could be missing one, but I don't know if I am. I don't think I am. Do y'all have a guilty pleasure movie?
Shoot, might be Immortals because if people think it's bad,
Well, I was told that
People thought that movie was bad.
people told me that when it first came out, and that's why I didn't watch it.
It
I don't
wasn't.
know.
It wasn't bad.
I don't know if it is or not. I never watched it. So.
It wasn't bad. In my opinion, it was.
Well, even if
It wasn't a great movie.
if it needs to be argued, then it's not bad enough to be your guilty pleasure movie. It needs to be a movie that you know is bad while you're watching it, but yet you still love it. Kind of like when I asked, like, is there anybody who's not talented that you're unironically a fan of? This is the movie equivalent of that question.
A movie that I know.
And it could be that
56. Was that the skit movie? The one where like it ended with Halle Berry on a like date and they like were daring each other to do a bunch of stuff.
Oh, you're talking about movie 42. I think.
Movie 42. That's what it is. It's a movie with a number on it at the end of it. And Terrence Howard was in it, and he was like, "Y'all are black, they're white." Or is that a Saturday Night Live skit?
It's not called movie. Hold on, I'm gonna just look up parody movies. Does a parody movie count though?
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, some of these things that are popping up are not parody movies. They're just comedies.
That wasn't movie 42?
Well, I looked up movie 42 and that didn't pop up. So, like, the movie that popped up was like 42 with Chadwick Boseman.
Oh.
There's disaster movie. I know what the movie you're talking about though. It has a number. Dance flick. I think it was produced by the same people who made Dance Flick. So maybe if I look at that and nope, it's not even. Okay. Well, I can't find it right now. But do you have one?
I can't think of one.
I have a few. My biggest one is probably Reality High. It's on Netflix. It's a classic Lost in the Sauce story. Girl is overlooked, not popular, bullied, or tumultuous relationship with the most popular girl in the school. Girl gets the come up in some way or another. Girl gets the guy. Girl gets lost in the sauce. It's so bad. Keith Powers is in it. Shout out Keith Powers. It's really bad, but I love it with all my heart. There's not a single moment of it that I'm not just filled with unmitigated joy. As a matter of fact, I might watch it tonight because it's been a while. Shouts out to Reality High. Okay, now we gonna put y'all hater caps on.
I don't never take mine off.
A movie that is universally loved.
Movie 43.
That's what I was one number off. That's what it was.
That's crazy.
Avatar.
But the blue
You
people?
like it?
You do like it?
No.
Okay, yeah. The question is a movie that's universally loved that you don't like.
Well,
Oh.
I don't not like it. I just don't like it as much as other people like it.
No, this has to be a movie you don't like.
Oh.
Because I would actually probably agree with that. Like, I really like Avatar, but like, there are people who think it's like the peak of cinema, and I just think like
it's not
visually stunning, but outside of like
That I don't like at all. I can't like it at all.
No.
Okay.
You don't like it.
I was underwhelmed walking out of Black Panther. And I was just like, everybody's hyping this up. It's not even the best Marvel movie. It's not even the best.
I don't
it's not
think
even
anybody really was saying it was the best Marvel.
A lot of people were.
Nah, some
really?
people were.
Okay. never mind.
Some people
Oh,
were.
shut up. They were saying it. Okay.
Bro, you saw how crazy they was going for it.
No, yeah, I just thought that was because we was being black. And of
Yeah,
course,
nah,
like,
but no,
I
they
was
was.
all for that.
Nah, they
And
was
it is-
gassing it after. Like, that's why I was like, y'all tripping.
It is like one of the better ones in my opinion, but definitely not the best. I don't even know if it would crack my top 5 from Marvel
It doesn't
movies.
crack my top 5.
But it's probably like right outside it. Like it's somewhere in that 6
Oh, yeah,
to 8
it's 6,
range.
7. Yeah, 6, 7, 8.
Wow. Y'all don't really do this. Y'all not haters for real.
Do people like Thor?
The first one? No one likes that movie.
Oh, okay. What about Dark World? Do they like?
We hate that one more.
Dang.
Thor: The Dark World is the worst MCU movie.
Absolutely.
Well, why y'all?
Oh,
you
for
got one?
what? One of my guilty pleasure movies
Yeah.
is the first The Amazing Spider-Man.
That's not a
With
bad
Andrew
movie.
Garfield?
Yeah.
It's
Yes,
not
it is.
bad, but it's not good. It's somewhere.
Yes,
in between. It's
yeah,
alright.
it's
cool.
not a good movie.
It's a cool film.
It's not the worst movie.
No,
ever
it's
not
made.
the worst,
The
but
second
it's
one's
like-
way worse than it. Yeah.
for sure, but
I guess that's my guilty pleasure movie thing. I like it.
Why y'all put y'all hater caps
No.
on? Y'all clearly not about this life.
Bright.
Bright with Will Smith.
Yeah.
You don't like that?
No, that's
That's a
what I
guilty
was.
pleasure movie.
Yeah,
You think that movie's bad?
a lot of people did.
Really?
I didn't think that movie was bad,
I don't
but there
think
was
it's
a
bad.
lot
I
of
like Bright.
there was a lot of bad reviews about Bright.
There were a lot of people I remember saying it was overrated, but I don't. Maybe okay if they were saying it was bad, then you can rock with Bright.
Yeah, but
I like
yeah, for
Bright.
this one, it's like I don't know. I feel like every movie,
I got a few. So while you think,
because all the movies I've seen
Time
that
for
like
me to
I
take
didn't
shots.
like, nobody else, the people didn't like them
oh
either.
nah, I'm talking about critically acclaimed, loved by the people, all of that.
What was the one we saw with the clap on, clap off, the horror movie? Was that The Conjuring?
clap on, clap off?
Yeah, it was.
They was playing hide and seek.
It was The Conjuring.
Yeah. You don't like The Conjuring?
No, that was just one that popped in my head.
Those movies are bad too.
I got a few. I'm gonna start.
Oh, The Purge.
That's not universally loved.
The Purge.
Yeah.
People love that movie.
The first one? No, we didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, I'm telling you, like people, they didn't. Almost everyone
Was it the second one?
People like they kept getting better.
They did.
So like the one that people really like is like the one that's called The First Purge, which is the third one.
Yeah. That one I rock.
That's
with.
with the Punisher.
No. The first Purge is with the
I
black
don't-
people.
I don't remember him being in any of them.
He was in the second one.
He's the white guy.
Yeah, that was saving.
No,
the-
he's
He's not the image of the white guy in my brain.
He's not.
In my brain, the white guy's a different person.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
not
a
him.
it is a different white
Yeah, it's
guy.
not him.
Okay.
You're right. Y'all right. My bad.
I
But
see
the
his
white
face.
guy is
I
in the
see his
second
face,
one.
too.
The white guy is
Yeah,
the
the white
second
guy
one.
is the second one. Yes.
This white guy was in that movie with the girl with the red.
I didn't see Red. So
Then I was about to say Vin Diesel.
you're talking
Bruce
about Jason
Willis?
Statham. Oh, Bruce Willis?
No.
Bruce Willis was in Red.
Oh no, it's a girl in the red dress. It's a Netflix movie.
What
And,
happened to Monday?
No,
Red
it's a
Notice?
girl. She's a hit woman.
Oh, I know the movie you're talking about.
Yeah,
It is called Red.
yeah.
But are you talking about Ryan Reynolds?
No,
Oh, he's a different person.
Which Red are we talking about? It's a different Red,
what movie?
Red Notice. That's what it's called.
Red Notice.
Yeah, he's talking about Red Notice.
and that's not with Ryan Reynolds.
Yes, he's talking about a different white person in Red
Oh,
Notice.
okay.
And I didn't see the movie, so I don't know who he's.
That's what
referring
I said. I said Red Notice. You must not heard me.
to. No. Like I said, while y'all
was
put
like,
your
Red
hater caps
Notice?
on, movie that's universally loved. I got a few, so I'm start off. The Notebook is mid.
Never
Yeah, I
watched
don't
it.
like Notebook either.
The Notebook is mid, and that's hard for me to say because, as y'all know, and
Frank
if you-
Grillo.
good for him. Shout out Frank Grillo. If y'all don't know, Ryan Gosling's one of my favorite actors of all time, and I genuinely think he has he just has some of the greatest performances I've ever seen. But The Notebook is mid, at best. I know this is it's based off real. I don't care. Titanic is mid. It's saved by Celine Dion, who turns in one of the greatest songs made for a movie ever, but the movie is mid. And it's not that good of a love story. I'm gonna be honest. If you really analyze everything that's happening here, it's pretty bonkers.
Oh, for sure.
This movie, yeah, because the people need to hear me talk about this.
Yeah, I don't like the Notebook either. Honestly,
You said what? Is it? Is it recording? We good? This next movie that I'm gonna hate on is the 2008 or 2009, one or the other, winner of Best Picture, the Oscars, Slumdog Millionaire.
Ah.
Is so weak. I do not rock with that movie. I didn't from my first watch. I watched it a second time, like later in high school. I didn't like it then. Many people have told me to revisit it now that I'm an adult. My taste has expanded and adapted. My love for film has grown deeper. I will at some point, but overall, I don't like that movie. Now, I do think the story that's trying to be told...
Is that the girl with the soccer?
No, that's Bend It Like Beckham.
Oh.
Slumdog Millionaire is about the Indian boy who goes on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and there's like stories, like there's life experiences that explain why he knows all the answers to the questions. So they'll ask a question, and then you flash back to his life that's filled with violence and poverty in India, and you'll see how that literally, and you'll see how these experiences.
I never watched it. I just knew the term Slumdog Millionaire.
Well, yeah, that.
I think I heard it in a rap song.
Yes. I literally just said it won Best Picture at the Oscars. And I think
that's whack.
When people ask me what's the worst Best Picture winner, it's a tie between Slumdog Millionaire and Green Book. But Green Book is a good movie to me. It just doesn't deserve Best Picture. Slumdog Millionaire to me is not a good movie. Like, I just think it's a good story, and I think people get caught up in stories.
I'm trying to think of all the movies I walked out of the theater upset about.
That's a good way to start.
Oh, everybody loved that one Paranormal Activity with it was like the last 15 minutes will mess your life up. I hated that movie.
I didn't really like
so
any
bad.
of the Paranormal Activities. I don't think any of them are actually really good.
Yeah, none of them are.
But I only saw one in theaters, and it's the one that we saw together. I don't remember the number.
I don't either.
Might have been 4.
Had to have been. We had to look out what years they came out because I know I wasn't like in high school at that point in time, so I think that was a middle schooler, maybe.
I don't really know. You don't have no movies to hate on that the people love? Mr. Christian always agreeing with the
I know it's some movies I hate, but I don't know if everybody else hate them.
If they like them.
No, you mean if
like
everybody else
them.
like them. Well, name them and I can tell you. I'm usually...
That's what I've been thinking about.
Oh.
Like, what movies don't I like?
Okay, well, we hinted at it earlier. What's your favorite sports movie?
It's between Coach Carter and Glory Road.
Those are two phenomenal.
Southpaw.
Ooh, Southpaw was
Friday
lovely.
Night Lights.
So was Friday Night Lights.
Mine is also a tie, and one of my ties is Southpaw. Simply off of, I can't not include it because
Or Remember the Titans.
Okay, well, thanks.
I got a 3-way tie. Sorry.
My 2 are Southpaw and Remember the Titans, but I guess.
Wow. I did not mean to do
Trying
that
to come
at
up
all,
with something
brother.
else now. Air Bud.
Space Jam.
My bad, brother. Nah, that's hilarious.
Glory Road.
Seabiscuit.
Glory Road and I, Tonya are like close
Seabiscuit's a
under
good
them.
movie.
It is
But-
a good movie.
Yeah,
But
it's between
not,
those two.
My man
Do
took
you have a
off.
favorite biopic?
John Gotti.
With John Travolta?
Yeah.
Really? That's your favorite biopic of all time?
No.
I was about to
I
say.
just really like the movie.
I liked it too, but you know that movie is universally hated.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that
I-
should be my guilty pleasure movie. I don't watch it often, but
No.
I like it,
I feel
and
like
I
you gotta
know
give
that
your
it's
guilty pleasure
universally
some
hated.
Yeah, that is a movie that is hated.
And I don't know why.
I know why it's hated. I just don't agree with a lot of the things because, like, I liked it.
I was
What
like,
about
his
White
son-
Boy Rick? Is that
I was like, bruh, his son.
It's not like it's not really a consensus opinion on it. Like,
Yeah, it's just like it was
it's
just a movie.
Yeah, it's just a movie.
Like if you saw it, you was like, yeah, it's good, bro. But like
they did
nobody
that boy
was just
so
like,
bad.
I mean, somebody had to go down, bro. Somebody had to get all this time. What you mean?
Wait, was you saying White Boy Rick for your favorite biopic or for
No.
you were saying that for a movie? You like a guilty pleasure movie?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I think Straight Outta Compton is my favorite biopic
That's a good pick.
Coming straight out of Compton.
because that was one of the 5 movies that I had traveling back and forth from Tennessee. It was Straight Outta Compton, Guardians, The Legends of
The one with the owls?
Yeah,
Legends of the Guardians.
Legends
Owls
of the
Gahul.
Guardians, Owls of Gahul.
Love that movie.
I always flip Legends, Guardians, and Owls. I always flip where they go, and I never remember the right time.
I can never forget. I love that movie.
That movie, me too. What's it called?
we saw 42. That for the
42.
first time together. It was me, you, and your dad. in the theaters.
So that's how I saw it. I don't remember how I saw it. I just knew when I walked past it in the Walmart bin, the $1, I said, "Oh yeah, for sure."
Yeah.
And
we saw that.
42. What was the other two? Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and there was one more. I can't remember. Oh, it was one of the Lord of the Rings. Because I just grabbed that because I was like, I like this one, so I'm gonna watch this one. But I never ended up watching that one. But it was always a part of the 5. But those other 4 I bought, and like I just had that one with me. So that became the movie set, and I used to watch those
Biopic.
the entire time. But yeah, straight out of Compton.
I don't know.
Bye, Felicia. I wonder if he actually did that. Like if that's where the line came from, or if he just put that in there because he wanted to put that in the movie.
No wrong, man. Ask him when you meet him.
For sure. Got to. Should told you to ask him.
I have a lot of biopics that I love while Christian tries to think of his answer. I think one of the best biopics, well, 2 of the best, like they're just like equally phenomenal to me, are Ray and Malcolm X.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Those 2 are phenomenal.
I like American Gangster.
American Gangster is another phenomenal biopic, yeah. And I do love that movie.
Me too.
Oh my God.
42.
I'm trying to think of I'm forgetting it now, but it got all of the people it's about Berry Gordy and Motown and all of them. It got Beyonce, Jennifer Hudson.
Dreamgirls?
No.
That's not. Is it? That's not.
Beyonce's in Dreamgirls, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Black Mass was bad.
Oh yeah, I heard that too.
I liked Black Mass.
I didn't see it.
It was
The
bad.
Irishman is pretty good.
Yeah, The Irishman is good. It's long as heck though.
Black Mass
It doesn't
is
need to be
bad.
as long as it is.
I didn't like it.
That's what people think it's bad. I haven't seen it.
It was alright to me.
Dang. We ain't even do an outro.
Do you want to continue and just tell her to like put a picture of so and so and so and so happened?
What?
Oh, you
Like-
mean like having the audio with no
Yeah,
video?
like just a.
The Banker.
If we're gonna do that, we just need to wrap it up.
Ooh,
Yeah, like
Judas
after-
and the Black Messiah.
Like finish this question
Oh,
and
yeah, that's
like
a
that
really
is
good
yeah.
one.
It's like finish this question and
I didn't even think of many recent ones, but
Facts.
Judas and the Black Messiah is probably really up there for me.
I am
A
revolutionary.
We didn't have that many questions left anyway, so who cares? All right, so we'll go from here. All right. So you said your favorite biopic, or you was just listing ones, Christian?
If I had to pick my favorite out of those, it would probably be Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yeah, that's a solid selection.
For sure.
You already know what it is, man. It's the YSO podcast by the youth for the youth, being a voice of the youth by giving a voice to the youth. Before we leave, we do want to let people know, you know what I mean, that we got some amazing things on the horizon. We got, you know what I mean. Hold on. Let me get right and make sure I read off titles correctly. All right. Whoop the bam. From Pain to Purpose Incorporation is partnering with Spirit and Truth International Worship Center, lit youth and young adult ministry on August 13th, Saturday, August 13th at Spirit and Truth Worship Center in Loganville, Georgia. We will be having the Cope to Hope check-in. This is an event that's all about mental health awareness, specifically for the youth. And just, you know what I mean, how, you know, in a brief explanation, you know, we all have our different ways of coping and dealing with things in life, and we've all become so a little bit desensitized with all of the things that have just been happening recently in the world. And so it's finding a way to take those things that we use to cope, or just the methods that we use to cope, finding healthy ways to identify that and do that. And then, of course, building that to hope, right? Which is the thing that we all want to be able to kind of be powered by, you know, hope and faith, belief, and all of those things. So we got
sure.
the Cope to Hope check-in August 13th,
Goodness gracious.
3 p.m. Saturday, August 13th, 3 p.m. at Spirit and Truth Worship Center in Loganville, Georgia. It's going to be an amazing event. We got speakers, we got, we got performances, We got mental health experts coming in to talk. We got people coming in with testimonials. It's going to be a real positive and real beautiful event. So if you want to be involved, well, involved as in come to the event and take in all of the wonderfulness that's going to be occurring, then you need to go to, it's Eventbrite to register. Go to eventbrite.com. I'm trying to find it on here. Yeah, register for free via Eventbrite. Go to Eventbrite and look up Cope to Hope check-in. You know what I mean? Register for the event. Come through, like we said, Saturday, August 13th, 3 p.m. at Spirit and Truth Worship Center in Loganville, Georgia. It's going to be lit. It's going to be a movie. And with that being said,
Pop out.
you already should know where you can find me. I'm on all social media. Instagram is thevillain.5390. TikTok, the Goon of June. I've been TikToking more often. I know I've said that before, but I'm saying it again because it's true now. So go ahead and follow me on there because majority of the time, it be really fire stuff that I'm saying. I don't really do too much other than just like answer questions, but they be cool. Twitter, RP Lyons. Yeah, go stream my new single, Leaders. New music coming soon.
The bio.
You already know what it is, man.
Or the description. Sorry, not the bio.
_ skip to my shoe _ pride by ck.tve Twitter _ skip to my shoe for previews to Instagram. That's it, man. You already know what it is, man.
And you can find the podcast on Instagram at YSO Podcast, on Twitter, YSO _ podcast, on YouTube, You Speak Out Podcast, and wherever you listen to podcasts, You Speak Out Podcast. And with that being said,